was dating my wife, the aunt was always tormenting her with this thing. He said, look at your mate. See your mate. That one get car. See this one. This allergy, because there was one allergy that was disturbing my wife. This allergy ready buy you car. You don't want to say yes to that. That pastor, that stupid pastor. Actually, she called me a stupid pastor to my face. Not because she talking for back. That stupid pastor will not get anything to offer. Will not get anything to offer. Now you say you want from follow him. You go see what you define. You see? Is it that she didn't want to live that kind of life? Who they forbid money? Who then go put honey for a man? We go say, you not sweet oh, he repeat out. Who have you ever seen now? Only abnormal human being go say, honey not sweet. Imagine she was staying inside GROA. Me, I was staying in Logida. From Logida, they go to run specific inside GROA. No money. But I get levels. And the levels I have now, God. So before I go there, God goes before me. And I walk. 2 days ago, I was telling me. But when I said, you know what I used to like about you back then? He said, when you are coming, you are walking majestically. He said, this is how you used to walk. I laughed. That was 2 days ago. He said, this is how you used to walk when you are coming back then. He said, you walk with so much prestige. I said, me? He said, yes. So he said, that's one thing I liked about you. You have so much confidence. You see, I did not allow my bank account to determine my prestige. Some of you look at your bank account and say, you look at your family bank account and say, no. You see, was making this compared to me 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. I was like, are you serious? He said, yes. He said, wait, let me show you. He said, this is how you used to walk. He said, without your long shoe. God punish devil. Hey, men and brethren, when the enemy is giving you so many temptations, front, left, right, and center, and you know that you need this thing, the courage to say no when your body is telling you yes. When your situation is telling you, say yes to this thing. When the circumstances surrounding your family is telling you, say yes to this thing. Will you have the courage to say no? God takes interest in people in their days of little beginnings. If you didn't hear anything today, hear this. God takes interest in people in their days of little. Can you talk to somebody? Say, neighbor, God takes interest in people in their days of little beginnings. Talk to somebody else. Get up, leave your seat. Say, neighbor, the God I serve takes interest in people in their days of little beginnings. Now say it this way. Say, God takes interest in businesses in their days of little beginnings. God takes interest in marriages in their days of little beginnings. In those days when you don't have, they say, and you don't have, but you say, honey, don't worry, everything will be fine. I love you. And you are working hard to make sure that your family is okay. You are not folding your arms and say, well, what we do will be. And your wife, your children, they are seeing you making efforts at all. Your children are watching, though. Oh, you think they are not taking notice? They are taking notes. Sometimes, when I'm about to leave, my son will say, Daddy, are you going to work? Daddy, are you going to work? Sometimes he will say, Daddy, are you going to church? As young as they are. So, Daddy, I want to follow you to church. Daddy, I want to follow you to work. Daddy, are you going to the market? Should I go with you to the market? Little children. So with me, your children are watching your every move. If you are the kind of mother that when you wake up in the morning, that's why you know you won't carry your sleep in that J5. I don't know what's here. Let me just, your children are watching. If you are the kind of father, early morning you wake up, you want to go one Ogogoro center. Go drink away your sorrow. Your children are. You see, let me tell you this. One of my friends, my very close friend, he's not in Nigeria. I've not been around for like 15 years. He lost his father recently. And when he lost his dad, we went to bury him in Ozoro and came back. But you know what he used to tell me? Sometimes when we are talking, we say, my brother, he said, I remember those days when I go down ready for school. They don't pursue me for school fees. I will go meet my papa. I won't go meet him for school fee. Mama will tell me, say, Siam, he did that hotel. He will come go meet him for hotel. Your papa could drink beer with one girl go there on his side. He will say, go and meet your stupid mother. He said, many times when you go meet the papa, in the morning, early morning, you don't dress, you go school. You go meet the papa, sometimes for beer parlor, sometimes for hotel. You see, that memory is still there in head as a young child. And before the father died, he could not afford one room. He was still staying in rent. There was a day he sent me to go and see his father in Lagos. There was one community in Lagos, it looks like Ajegule. One very rugged community. So one day, he asked me to go and see his father. That was the day, I was the one that gave him the report on how his father was living. And that day he cried. This is someone that is blessed. He has a company, has a foreign company, he's rich. I went to see his father, living inside one room. You see that television, when they use cupboard, they cover. Nice day room. In the 21st century. In the 21st century. Living like a papa, like person will not get children. His father was living inside one room. I looked at the bed, old school bed. I looked at the curtain, all those curtains could be like rope. You could look and you could see outside. It be like rope. You don't hold. I called him, I said, bros. I said, no. I said, the way I saw your father today, nobody will believe he's your father. He said, what do you mean? I said, I'm not worried. I will video the environment and send to you. When he saw it, he went. Say, my papa be that. Now where they live be that. In less than 1 month, he said, bro, I put 1 million for your account. Go buy and close. Because when he saw the things, the rag the father was putting on. So I took the father to Mandela's. He said, no, let him know how much you buy them. But Pastor Johnson, this one, how much? I like this one. I like this one. Bought him clothes, suits, 100 something thousand for one suit. Different things. He was so happy. Then I took him back home. Then my friend said, bro, don't worry. I go build house for him. Then my friend now bet a house worth over 100 million for his father in Ozoro in his village. This one a person who stay one room for Lagos. I said, no, bros, no, remember. No, if you put all those things for me, you're not going to help this man. No. You go cry and meet him. Because of this man, you not come go school. You not finish school. You go cry and meet him and say, Papa, I need money for... He go they use money, they drink, they smoke, they carry woman for your present as a young child. You see, this money go reach me pay school fees now. Those were the things my friend was sharing with me. Men and brethren, your children are watching you. Your children are what? Your children they watch you. They are bringing the record. Imagine as an adult, a 40-something-year-old man still remember what the father did to him when he was very young. But thank God he still built a house for him before the man died that day. So I think we say the pikin are not going to forgive him for waiting he do, come build house for him. You will go put him on mortuary now. Abi, person will get 30-something children. 30-something children and the man get different women born for him. Yet he didn't have a land to himself. Or a room built. In your days of little beginnings lies your blessing. In your days of what? Okay, we are running off now. I said I will use just one scripture, just one. And this one person is somebody that we know. Is the name of David. 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 33. This is the only scripture we are going to read and we close. And Saul said to David, art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he what? A man of war from his what? His youth. 34. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep. Listen, and there came a lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock. 35. And I went out after him and smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him. 36. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as what? One of them, seeing he had what? Defied the armies of the Lord. 37. And David said, moreover, the Lord hath delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the bear, and he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, what? Go, and the Lord what? And the Lord be with thee. Men and brethren, some of you just think God choosing David to be the king after Saul was coincidental. No, it was not coincidental. What happened? Who can remind me again? When God sent his prophet Samuel to go to the house of Jesse to go and anoint him there a king, the next king, what happened? The Bible said that when he got there, he said Jesse caused all his children to pass before the prophet, before the man of God. And God said, no, this one is not the person. This one is not the person. Even the one that had broad shoulders, that were good looking, even the ones who were going with Saul to the battle, the ones who had the potentials to fight in the battlefield, God said, no, these are not the people. These are not the people. Because the man I am looking for is not a man that can fight with physical strength. No, I am looking for a man that has what it takes to look after my people. Because leadership is not all about fighting. Leadership is all about what? Leading. And so when the servant of God saw all the sons of Jesse pass by him, he looked at them. This one get the height too. This one is handsome looking. This one, he could look like king. He just get down for body. God said, no, they're not the ones. He now asked him. He said, but God, this man has brought out all his sons. God was saying, no, they are not complete. He now asked him, he said, look, sir, do you still have any other child? He said, yes, I almost forgot. I have one. He is in the field, looking after my sheep. That's what he does. And God said, that is the one. Call him. So what did God see in David that God did not see in his brothers? Have you ever asked yourself that question before? What did God see in David that he had to wait for David to come from the farm? That the man of God had to suspend all protocol. Suspended all protocol. The man of God was eager to leave, but God said, stay. The one is not here yet. The man after my heart is not here yet. The one who will be the king is not here yet. The man you are to anoint is not here yet. Why did he have to wait? Because God saw something outstanding in David. And what was it? What was it? God saw leadership in David, but he didn't see it in his brothers. Are you following the message? But yet, he was a little shepherd boy. A little shepherd boy. But the good thing is he was a shepherd. Looking after sheep. In the day that the lion and the bear came to smite the sheep, to kill the sheep and eat them, God was watching him. He wanted to see his reaction. God was watching him. He wanted to see how he will handle it. When your parents are now well stricken in age, when they are now weak, and they can't do certain things for themselves, what is your response to them? How do you treat them? How do you handle them? You say, I beg you, don't live in life. I beg you, you want to disturb me, I beg. Or do you look after them? You say, I beg you, what do you do for me, sir? I beg you, you want to live on job. He join waiting them in the summer today, want to live on. And God, everything you are saying, God, they record them. He they watch you. He they watch. So when the lion and the bear came to devour the sheep that were under the custody of David, God was watching. The Bible said when the lion and the bear came, this is what he was telling Saul. He said he saw them and said, no, you cannot come and take any out of this sheep because they are under my custody. I am willing to lay down my life for this sheep because it will only take a man who is willing to die to attack a lion. Talk to me now. No, talk to me. It's only a man that is willing to die. That you go carry a gun, you go crank, you know say bullet day, you go see follow the dragon. Never say one die with that one. A lion and a bear came after his sheep. And those sheep were not his sheep, they were his father's sheep. Are you listening to this message? He didn't say, I bet my papa's sheep, I bet anything will happen, make it happen. It didn't concern me. I go kill myself with my papa's sheep. My papa still get like 7 children now. If I die now, those 7 don't carry on. They'll still look after the sheep. Abi, is my life no more valuable than the sheep? I beg you. He could have said that. But no, he didn't say that. When the lion and the bear came and attacked the sheep, he said, no, it is either I kill you first, lion, bear, or you kill me first. But you see this sheep over my dead body, you won't take any out of them. The Bible said he attacked the lion and the bear. And the Bible said when he attacked them, you see, God was seeing courage in him. The moment he attacked those that lion and that bear, God saw courage in him. God saw determination in him. God saw love in him. God saw leadership in him. God saw humility in him. He didn't say they are just sheep now. Just sheep now. No. You see, all the leadership skills, all the leadership prerequisites that God needed to govern the house of Israel, to govern the land of Israel, they were inside him. In that moment, everything came out. And God was watching. If a man can lay down his own life for sheep, then he can lay down his life for my people. Talk to me. If a man can lay down his life for his sheep, that is a godly nature. Because it's his only I, God, that can lay down my life for these people. So if somebody, so now you now see why David was a man after his heart. If somebody else, born of a woman, carried in the womb of a woman for 9 months, if he can have that courage to lay down his life for mere animals that don't have a soul, then he can lay down his life for my people. And so that was why God empowered him. He was able to kill the lion and the what? And the bear. This thing happened in the days of what? In the days of what? Little beginnings. He was a little shepherd boy. Days of little beginning. There are days of test. There are days of preparation. There are days that brings out the stuff you are made of. Days of little beginnings. And so the Bible said he attacked them. And what happened? Did he prevail? Okay, now look at what now happened. See, after God had anointed him in verse 16, in chapter 16, chapter 17, the Bible said there was a man who threatened the whole of Israel for 40 days and 40 nights. He said, if you are not able to bring a man that can defeat me, you, the children of Israel, you become our slaves for life. But if you are able to bring somebody that defeat me, we the Philistines will become your slaves for life. Thank you. And what happened? The Bible said they were all afraid. King Saul was there in the battlefield. They didn't come out. David's brothers were there. They didn't come out. You see, because they didn't have what it takes. God saw that there was only one man who had what it takes. That was David. So when David came and brought food, brought meal for his brothers in the battlefield, he heard this same man repeating this thing, and he was angered in his spirit. He said, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he defies the armies of the Lord? Does he know the caliber of people he's talking to? Does he know the one in whom we serve? Why is this man making mockery of my God? You dare not make mockery of my sheep, let alone my God. You are making mockery of my God. How dare you speak this of my father? There are some of you people insult your parents and you tell them, write down. Now useless man. No, but useless man. I don't know what I say. You don't see him. Oh, you don't see that useless man. They will insult your parents, you'll be clapping for them. They insult your mother, you clap for them. They insult people that you look up to, people that God has blessed you in your life and you are quiet because consent, silent is consent. Because you are silent, it means you are supporting what they are saying. I don't know if you are getting what I'm talking about. And God will be watching. This man, David, a man, uncircumcised Philistine, was speaking ill of God. He could not keep quiet because it was not in his nature. How dare you talk to my sheep like this? Let alone my God, the God of the armies of Israel. He went to the king and asked the king, "O king, live forever. What shall be done to the man that is able to bring down this menace? For the man that is able to kill this nuisance, what shall be done to him?" And the king looked at him. "Small boy, you're asking me a question that is bigger than you. Can you kill this man? I have known you. I know your father. I know your mother. All these are your elder brothers now. And this one, they have been fighting with me since they were little. So I have trained them in the skills. They have the skills of battle. They have the skills of war. I have trained them. I am the one who trained these ones. They cannot even stand this guy. You, I have known you to be a shepherd boy, looking after your father's sheep as their lambode. So how are you going to convince me? Do you know the man we are talking about? Look at his height. Even me, the king, I'm afraid of him." And he looked at the king. He said, "Oh king, live forever." He said, "It seems you don't really know about me. You are judging me by size. You are judging me by what you know of my family background. It seems you don't really know that God has dealt with me." He said, "Oh king, I know you know me as a shepherd boy. Let me break your bubbles. Let me burst your bubbles. One of these days, I was looking after my father's sheep, and a lion came from nowhere to devour my father's sheep." He said, "I came face to face with the lion. I confronted the lion, and I told the lion, over my dead body, you cannot take one of these sheep." And he said, as I confronted them, he said, "I killed them with my bare hands." He said, "The same God that delivered the lion and the bear to my hands, that same God is able to deliver this Goliath of Gath into my hand." Are you getting what I'm talking about? It took courage to say that. Are you getting what I'm talking about? It took humility to say that. It took a servant heart to say that. It took a man that is willing to lay down his life to say that. And what happened? When King Saul heard the curriculum vitae of this man, when he saw the potentials of this man, when he heard of his past victories, so this small boy, you killed a lion and a bear with your hand. Hey, there must be something about this guy. His brothers were saying, "Don't listen to him, oh. Now so he's stubborn, now so he talk. Don't listen to Rambo. Now so he's too full of himself. He's our younger brother. Don't listen to Rambo. Now die they go so." But when the king heard the story, how he defeated the lion, the king said, "No, he's worth the try. He's worth the try. If you can't do something, you see somebody who can do it, encourage the person. He's worth the try. Let him give the try. After all, we have nothing to lose. If Goliath killed him, no problem. He was the one that volunteered. We didn't force him. He's the one that came and said, 'You want to try? Let him try.'" And so what happened? God was about to bring him to the center stage, still in the days of little beginnings, because he was sent an errand to the field. He was a nobody. And so what happened? After he killed Goliath, what happened? The Bible said the women began to sing his praise. They said, "Saul has slain in his 1,000, but David has slain in his 10,000. That was how God elevated David. So in your days of little beginnings, how faithful are you? What is God saying inside you? Are you looking down on yourself? Or are you looking up to the one who has made you? Do you still have potential that can bring you to the center stage? Don't give up. That very thing you are doing, keep on doing it. Be faithful in it. He says, seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before men. Imagine if David has said no to his father and said, I am tired. Every now and then I'm going to look after your sheep. It is what I will now do, and I will not become somebody in life. I can't be looking after your business. No, I cannot. I'm tired. I will not go to that. I will not go. That's why some young ladies, they don't help their parents to go and sell in the market. They say, no, when the was shame on you as a daughter, as a son, if you are ashamed of your parents' profession, if you do not give them the necessary support. Imagine if David did not give his father his support. Imagine with God have found him. No, God meets you in the place of service. Stand to your feet and celebrate God.